So a man I really respect and admire, honor very much, Dr. Chaplain Gordon James Klingenschmidt, has been posting on his Facebook, which I gotta, get those links, copy, and put it in the description. And obviously, I've talked a lot about how, like, I've seen throughout the country, literally, they call it, no mother would treat a person like this, not let alone their own child. So these women, and I wonder, we talk to people in the Caribbean, we talk about this a lot. These guys we hang out with, like, people don't even see we were just this COVID thing. People are getting sick or something. It's like people don't even seem real. They're like, what the hell? They were wearing these maxi pads on their face. We just couldn't figure this thing out. Like, what the hell? But it's like, what is with these people anymore? So. It's a mental illness, the way these people we're going to refer to as women, I guess. I mean, no woman would I mean, how, whoa, man. I talked to a woman last night. She says, I'm a whoa, man. So, Chaps is in India. He was court-martialed because he was praying in Jesus' name. So prayinjesusname.org or .com, not whatever, something like that. But it just shows how pathetic and weak this government in this country is. It's a terrorist organization in the United States of America. So, he's in India, and their main work, what they're doing over there, is training mothers to stop using their children as beggars. I'm not kidding you. You see a child and like, oh, poor little baby. You need some, my baby like 5, 6 years old or 3 years old. So I'll give you an example. I was in Nogales in the 1990s. Nogales on the Mexico side, and these little children walk up to you. They say $1, $1 for these little chiclets. And the big thing in America, these mothers, they use their children, and I'm sure some fathers do it too. I don't have experience with it, but they use their children to, hey, take this little baggie, fill with weed or maybe, I don't know how much cocaine you can get. It's probably, which I think it's more expensive. I don't know. I have to go see what the going rate is right now for cocaine. You can probably find out right a few hundred feet away. Wow, maybe 1,000 feet. Like US 1 from Key West to Maine is all just drugs and prostitution and just crime everywhere. The police love it. They love crime. So take this out to that car and give it to that man through the window over there. So they're easy to use as little puppets. And I've only recently accepted that, what we call mothers of my children have been putting my children on a string. I'm severely brain damaged. Boo! Watch out for this brain damaged man. Multiple sclerosis, 1997. Symptoms since 1993. Obviously, the mitochondrial dysfunction of the hereditary from the only passed from the mother's side. I can't pass it on. LHON. It's an eye disease that completely blinds everybody but me, right? People say, oh, you're not really blind, you're not really visually impaired. The multiple sclerosis isn't affecting you, you're just overstating it. No, I'm actually suffering from cognitive fatigue, cognitive delay, and executive dysfunction. So I'm an easy little person to bully, and I'm just really astonished, like, 100% of the guys I know who are going through, and that's even 100%, not other guys, and women too, they're going through, they're complaining about their cases on their balconies, or, when you talk in the courtyard here, if you're not talking to, like, your own condo, it bounces that way, and it, like, just goes, if you haven't seen other videos, I'll just show you around a little bit. I just heard a golf ball get hit. I'll try all the way over. How about that? So it really bounces around, you know, your voice. So these girls get up on these things, they complain about the judges. The courts have changed so much. It almost seems as though in this country that they've changed. They don't do child support anymore. Well, actually, I know a woman who's trying to avoid losing her child to they love the whole custody thing because they're racist. To her mother is one building over, and then she heard her husband got left that place. If you want to say where that was, it was 112. It's all public record anyway. You can just you can follow the follow the court records. He said 4. There was a ball that hit the building yesterday when my guest was here. I got a guest from Turkey. I had another guest, which was a homeless man who's also being toyed around, pulled around, puppeted by his mother. Severe abuse. And when I say abuse, I'm talking about like actual crime. It's a felony. He's disabled. This man I hosted, he's bipolar, and he's got ODD and ADHD, and ODD is oppositional defiance disorder, which is a little rare, but most common here in the United States of America. But in terms of cluster B stuff, I've been researching this stuff big time, y'all. But he's been bullied severely by people all around him, man. These children, when they get away from their fathers, these mothers get alone, and they just it's sick. So this woman over here, she's in 112, and she's trying to prevent her mom from stealing her child. It's still that generational curse of the role of white women during slavery. It's really weird. So anyway, it's like the man chaps that I know, he's helping children, and the deal that they're making, we're going to give you money galore to live in extreme luxury. And the deal is you got to promise to not use your children as beggars. But they're doing that here in America everywhere. They find a way to regulate it, like they regulate the slaughter of defenseless innocent children. Well, you can't kill this child until you have a ultrasound thing. You got to say there's a baby in there, a heartbeat or something, and then they play this game of, well, you can destroy that child up until 24. I think it's in Florida. It might be 24 weeks or 12 weeks. Sick what these people do. Oh my God, I didn't realize how bad it was, but this post from Chaps really puts it into perspective. They're literally negotiating with mothers to not use their children as beggars. And I came across an article also whereby children were being used as panhandlers in Seattle and Tacoma, and eventually the Children and Family Services caught on to it and said it's not technically illegal to use somebody else. We realize that, but it's not panhandling because you're using that child as a little string, but it's definitely a crime because you're using the child. You're an instrument, basically a slave. And that's what they all are in this country. The children are just straight up slaves. They're giving them chores. My children, no, you just go play. Do your thing. Your thing. We're gonna follow you. You wanna go to the park today? We're going to the park. You wanna go to the beach? You wanna go to Clearwater? This is from Ohio, okay? You wanna go to you like going to the beach? Okay, we'll go to that one. Whatever you want to do. Your child knows best. They really do. It's love. It's freedom. It's peace. So yeah, I like to really share that link from Chaps, and I'm gonna put that a lot of links in the description. In the article I found about the whole Washington, it was, or it probably still is, legal to do panhandling. Not down here. There's actually signs down in this highway over here. No panhandling. Go donate to your local charities and stuff. We've got so much, non-profits and stuff like that in this country. So I'm just wowed by this, and the whole acceptance and realization of my own life. And I'm being the best father I can be, just by praying peace, safety for my children, happiness, love, joy. They're my thought all day.